Marketing is an essential aspect of any business, including industrial painting contractors. Coating contractor marketing can help create a competitive strategy to drive financial success. It can help a contractor expand into new markets, work at capacity, and expand their field operations and add new services and specialties. Industrial contractor marketing today is generally done with online tactics and involves many complex components. Now, data shows that industrial painting contractors are typically 70% of the way through their bid decision process before reaching out to coating manufacturers, material suppliers, and service providers. And that's because of the growth of contractor estimators and buyers being mostly millennials who are digital natives and do the majority of their online bid pricing materials and sourcing online. Protective coating manufacturers' customers want to see more detailed product information, project work histories, technical and practical application data, and sometimes reviews and testimonials that endorse the specific manufacturer's products. They expect the content they're researching to be available on demand and optimized for any devices, interactive and highly visual. This has been and continues to be the digital transformation of both the global protective coatings and the corrosion industries. Marketing can help industrial painting contractors attain that reach. Most likely, any contractor business operates locally and or regionally, and that's where things like Google search results and testimonials really come into play. Now, let me affirm that industrial marketing is important for industrial painting contractors because it helps them create a competitive strategy, drive financial success, expand into new markets, work at capacity, expand their field operations, and reach more prospects through targeted ad campaigns and their online presence. So let's talk about marketing strategy. A marketing strategy is an industrial painting contractor's overall plan for reaching prospects and converting them into clients who contract on industrial painting project work or additional services. It includes the contractor's value proposition, key brand messaging, data on target client project demographics, and other high-level elements. A thorough marketing strategy covers the 4 Ps of marketing: product, price, place, and promotion. The ultimate goal of any marketing strategy is to achieve and communicate a sustainable competitive advantage over rival companies. Marketing strategies should revolve around the contractor's value proposition, which communicates to the clients and prospective clients what the contractor stands for and how it operates and why it deserves their business. This provides the contractor marketing staff with a template that should be informing their initiatives across all of the contractor's project capabilities and value-added services. A clear marketing strategy should also identify the contractor's goals and target audience. It should be designed to achieve a sustainable competitive advantage over rival industrial painting contractors by understanding the needs and wants of facility owners related to their coatings project work. To create a successful marketing strategy, it's important to consider the following elements. Business goals. Every contractor has goals that give business purpose and must have a direct impact on their existence. Good marketing goals must concentrate on supporting business goals. Marketing goals. Good marketing goals must consist of 5 key attributes: specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and time-related. Those are SMART goals. And SMART goals give us a foundation for holding ourselves accountable and knowing when we've succeeded or when we've failed. Target audiences. A clear understanding of the target audience is essential to create a marketing strategy that resonates with them. Messaging. The messaging should be tailored to the target audience and should be consistent across all channels. Strategy. A well-defined marketing strategy should include the contractor's value proposition, key branding messaging, data on target client demographics, and other high-level elements. And once again, it should also cover the 4 Ps of marketing, and those are product, price, place, and promotion. Tactics. Tactics are specific actions taken to execute on the strategy. Budget. A sound marketing plan should have a budget that is measurable and realistic. Timing. Timing is critical in executing a successful marketing strategy. And roles. Clearly defined roles and responsibilities are essential for executing a successful marketing plan. Roles such as business development. To establish business goals, contractors should follow a deliberate planning process. And here are some steps that can help. First, conduct a SWOT analysis. This analysis helps contractors evaluate their strengths, their weaknesses, their opportunities, and their threats. It enables them to identify areas of improvement and growth. Set SMART goals, SMART, which stands for specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. This approach helps companies develop goals that are clear, concise, and effective. Number 3, make a strategic plan. A strategic plan outlines the steps that contractors need to take to achieve their goals. It helps them stay focused and aligned to their objectives. Number 4, implement and reevaluate the plan. Contractors need to implement their strategic plan and track progress regularly. They should also reevaluate their plan periodically to ensure that it's still relevant and effective. And number 5, establish both short-term and long-term strategies. Contractors should set goals that establish both short-term and long-term strategies for their business. Now, a SWOT analysis is a strategic planning tool that helps identify a contractor's internal strengths and weaknesses, as well as external opportunities and threats. The following are the steps to conduct a SWOT analysis. First, you want to identify the objective. Here you'll determine the objective of the SWOT analysis, such as a specific project or an overall business plan. Second, you want to gather information. Collect data on internal and external factors that may affect the objective. Number 3, create a SWOT matrix. You want to establish a 2x2 matrix with 4 quadrants and have them labeled as strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. Next step is to identify your strengths, which are internal initiatives that are performing well. You want to identify your weaknesses. Identify internal initiatives that are underperforming. Next, identify opportunities. Identify external factors that could be beneficial to your objectives. Next, identify threats. You want to list those external factors that could be detrimental to achieving your objectives. And then you want to analyze the results. Analyze the data collected in each of the quadrants of the SWOT matrix to determine how to proceed. Now let's talk about what goes into establishing SMART objectives. SMART goals are a popular framework for setting objectives. They are specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. The SMART criteria help ensure that goals are well-defined, realistic, and achievable within a certain time frame. Now here's a brief overview of each of the criteria. Specific. Goals should be clear and well-defined. They should answer questions like what needs to be accomplished, who is responsible for it, and what steps need to be taken to achieve it. Measurable. Goals should be quantifiable. They should include specific metrics or indicators that could be used to track progress and measure success. Achievable. Goals should be realistic and attainable. They should take into account available resources, skills, and time constraints. Relevant. Goals should be aligned with broader objectives and priorities. They should contribute to the overall mission of the organization or the individual. And time-bound. Goals should have a specific deadline or time frame for completion. This helps create a sense of urgency and, importantly, accountability. By following these criteria, individuals and contractors can set goals that are more likely to be achieved and contribute to long-term success. Let's look at how industrial painting contractors can research their target audience. We'll call clients and prospects. To identify your target audience, you can use the following steps. First, you want to segment your audience. Divide your audience into groups based on demographics, project types, and geographical locations. Next, you want to conduct market research. Here you will use surveys, you can use focus groups, and other research methods to gather data on your target clients. Next, you want to perform a competitor analysis. Analyze your competitor's target audience to identify gaps in the market. Look at industrial or industry trends. Stay up to date with industry trends and identify new opportunities. And importantly, talk to your customers, talk to your clients. Engage with your customers and your prospects through social media, email, and other channels to understand their needs and their preferences. Once you've identified your target audience, you can tailor your marketing strategy to better connect with them and increase engagement. Now that we've covered many aspects of and reasons why industrial painting contractors need to have an established marketing strategy, let's explore the potential negative impact of painting contractors that might work against their success. If an industrial painting contractor does not have a marketing strategy, it can face several challenges. For instance, it may experience budget problems, low client project volume, and in a worst case scenario, closure of the painting contractor's operation. A marketing plan helps contractors set goals, turn their targeted audience into a steadfast and loyal client base, and establish a guide to organize and structure priorities. Within a marketing plan, it's important to implement practical marketing strategies that can create a stable foundation for the overall flow of the company. Understanding the need for a marketing plan will ultimately help businesses and owners minimize risk factors and set attainable goals, which will eventually help the contractor's position in the market advance. Now, that's all I have time for. I want to say thank you for tuning into this week's episode, and I hope that you found this episode insightful and gained some valuable knowledge. Now, join me next time as I continue our coatings talk and dive deeper into topics such as coatings technology, surface preparation, coating application, quality inspection, and more. And don't forget to subscribe to the Coatings Talk channel to stay updated on the latest episodes. I appreciate your support, and I look forward to bringing you more exciting content on the amazing global protective coatings and corrosion industries. Again, I so greatly appreciate you joining me for this live episode recording and supporting the content produced under the Coatings Talk banner. Coming up at the top of the hour, I'll be recording the audio chat podcast for Coatings Talk on the topic of ICRI CSP 310.2R-2013, and also talk about some other concrete surface prep standards as well. So I hope that you'll also join me coming up here on LinkedIn Audio to record this new audio session, podcast session. Okay, thank you. And please have a great evening, an afternoon, morning, no matter where in the world you're coming from and watching this stream. Thank you.